Watch 12 at 10 starts now.
Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 10. I'm Justin Betty. Tonight, a 19-year-old former nursing assistant charged with sexually assaulting two patients at a Minocqua nursing home has pleaded guilty to sexually assaulting a mentally ill victim. According to Oneida County court record, Jacob Schlosser, seen here in court last year, told investigators he was bathing a patient when it turned sexual. As part of his plea, a second similar charge has been dropped. Schlosser is scheduled to be sentenced on January 5th of next year. School has barely started, but schools across Wisconsin are now being tested on how they will deal with their first confirmed cases of COVID-19. Today, parents of students in the Rhinelander Early Childhood Academy tell Newswatch 12 they were told to come pick up their kids today after someone at that facility tested positive for COVID-19. We are still working to learn more on that, but they are far from the only school dealing with cases right now. The Wausau School District, which just started virtual learning today, says 2 people in the district have tested positive. They say 5 schools are affected: Wausau West High, Horace Mann Middle School, John Muir Middle School, Stetton Elementary, and Grant Elementary. Again, Wausau is starting this year all virtual, but students did come in last week for meet and greets with teachers. In Medford, 60 people are in quarantine after 2 Medford students tested positive for COVID-19. No other details have been released. And again, these are just cases. As we told you before school started, young kids have shown to be among the least affected people by COVID-19. Health officials are more concerned that they might spread the virus to relatives or friends who are more vulnerable. The good news today is across the state, the Wisconsin Department of Health Services reports no deaths from COVID-19 for now a 3rd straight day. But the percent of positive tests hit a new all-time high. DHS reports 717 new confirmed cases today, which you can see is below the blue line, the 7-day average. But they only reported about 4,000 tests, leading to a positive test rate of 17.6%. That's the highest during the pandemic, higher than any point in even March or April. Many of those new cases, though, are in Dane County, tied to the University of Wisconsin. In our 12-county north central Wisconsin region, DHS reports at least 31 patients hospitalized with COVID-19. That matches our high, which is still relatively low. 15 of those are in the ICU. 8 more patients have COVID tests pending. We told you last week UW Health is among the first hospitals in the country to be participating in a COVID-19 vaccine trial. Well, today AstraZeneca announced it is pausing that trial nationwide because of a potential safety issue. The pharmaceutical company says an independent committee will now review the safety data, which they call a routine action, because of a, quote, potentially unexplained illness in one of the trials. No details were provided. AstraZeneca just started phase 3 trials of this vaccine candidate last week. Coronavirus fatigue is setting in across the nation, according to a new NBC Survey Monkey poll. According to the data, 52% of American adults say the pandemic is still more of a health crisis. 47% say it's more of an economic crisis, almost split. That compares to early July, when 56% thought it was more of a health crisis, compared to 43% more concerned about the cost. And outside, Jeff, feeling more like late fall tonight than it should be.
Yeah, hey Justin, here are some not so high temperatures from today. 50 in Rhinelander, 48 for Tomahawk, the average high is 70. We will not be doing that anytime soon. Outside right now, though, it's already 45 in Rhinelander, 44 for Antigo, 48 Wapaka, a couple of 30s in there as well. We'll have low temperatures tonight down in the upper 30s, even a few low 30s across parts of Price County, Iron Ashland County as well. And there is a frost advisory posted for those areas tonight, Iron, Ashland, and Price counties tonight. But this will likely expand in coverage tomorrow, where all of us will have low temperatures down near freezing tomorrow night, just a few of us out there tonight. Satellite picture shows lots of clouds across the state now, and even a few showers out there. Nothing big out there at all tonight. We could get a few more showers this evening, followed by a drying out trend for us tomorrow. The forecast then for tonight, though, is mostly cloudy skies, a couple of rain showers out there, and cool with low temperatures down near 38. Your full forecast is coming up. Justin.
New tonight, the Florence County Sheriff's Office reports a Dickinson County, Michigan man has died after a motorcycle crash yesterday evening. The say it happened on U.S. Highway 2 near County Highway NN in the town of Florence. A 39-year-old man from Dickinson County has died. His name has not been released. The cause of that crash remains under investigation. Minocqua police say a Winnebago County man has died after crashing his vehicle just after midnight Sunday morning. Say that happened on Willow Road near Indian Point Road, several miles north of Tripoli. Police say 28-year-old Colton Marks of Winnebago County was pronounced dead at the scene. The driver of the vehicle, 30-year-old Kent Herbert of Winnebago County, was transported to a hospital with injuries. The cause of that crash also remains under investigation. Well, 2020 has been a historic year, for better or worse. And in addition to all the other changes school leaders are going through this year, they are also trying to figure out how to teach the history that we are living through right now. Newswatch 12's Georgina Fernandez spoke to Merrill school leaders today about how they are approaching, or not approaching, the Black Lives Matter movement.
It's been a cry heard across the country, and now a voice silenced in the classroom. Merrill High School announced Friday that the Black Lives Matters topic is under review by the school board after numerous complaints from parents and students regarding Black Lives flyers displayed in teachers' classrooms.
We just paused, took the materials down, and we're revisiting that subject this week to see how that will be, and how that will be brought into the curriculum in those courses appropriately.
Merrill High School Principal Shannon Murray says,
our position isn't that Black Lives Matter is a controversial group, or any of that.
They say there's a time and place for the conversation.
The civil rights movement, has a certain historical context, which, has made it acceptable to teach in schools over time. We're kind of living this now. And so I think that's what makes it a little more controversial, because we're going through it.
For Merrill alumni Brandy Goodyear, these conversations should have already taken place.
I guess I didn't realize that the outside world had a more diverse population than what Merrill did. I assumed Merrill was just what was everywhere. And I blame that kind of on the lack of diversity in our schools and that was taught in our schools.
She wasn't surprised by the school's response.
I wouldn't expect anything else from Merrill High School. It really wasn't. It wasn't a place that would foster those kinds of ideas.
It's not a question whether or not students know about the movement, but a question whether the classroom is a place focused on preparing students for the future or sticking to the past.
Change. There needs to be change happening, and it's going to start with the younger generation.
That's Georgina Fernandez reporting. Murray says they'll be discussing this matter further with social studies teachers later this week to determine how to appropriately address the Black Lives Matter movement in the classroom, if at all. Downtown Rhinelander Inc. is holding their Chalk Fest this weekend. They'll run Friday through Sunday. Of course, it will be a socially distanced event. Organizers say among the other changes, there will be not holding the usual complimentary breakfast or having a hand washing station this year. DRI is looking to have hand wipes instead, trying to avoid spreading germs. There will be extra chalk and other supplies for sale. The event takes place at 21 South Brown Street in Rhinelander this weekend. Hanson's Garden Village in Rhinelander is inviting families, friends, and groups of all sizes to join their 4th annual Scarecrow contest. Sign up is free. You can register with Hanson's or at Ripco Credit Union. The top prize is $300. Voting starts September 19th. Manager Beth Hansen says there's still time to get involved.
It would be fun for families, especially those that maybe are homeschooling or doing virtual learning this year and have a little more free time on their hands, to be creative, put an entry in, and get people to come out and vote for them.
Previous entries included a hodag farmer, welded scarecrow, cornstalk maiden. Hanson's also has a corn maze and hay rides planned for this fall. You can learn more on our website, wjfw.com. As the temperatures begin to drop, health officials are urging folks to prepare for flu season. We'll share their tips to stay healthy. But first, Jeff Sim with your full forecast. Next on Newswatch 12.
Hi, I'm Dennis from Irma. I've had excruciating pain in my lower back and neck. And I contacted Dr. Scherer. We went over the situation together. And after a series of treatments, my pain is gone. So I feel that it was complete and successful.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery, just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
In the race for a vaccine, the finish line is approaching. Safety protocols in place, and the greatest economy the world has ever seen coming back to life. But Joe Biden wants to change that.
I would shut it down.
Why would we ever let Biden kill countless American businesses, jobs, and our economic future when President Trump's great American comeback is now underway?
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Yeah, well, look what I did this weekend, huh?
Your weekends brought to you by American Marine and Motorsports in Shawano. We have more boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else in Wisconsin. Check them out in the largest showroom in the USA. Buy or trade into a new boat and get out on the water today, and we'll give you the best deal. Guaranteed by at least $500. Get the most out of your weekends with American Marine and Motorsports Shawano.
There you are. Welcome back, my friends. A lot more like fall out there today. In fact, we set a record, not really a good record, a record low high temperature, meaning today's high has never been colder. The old record was 53. Today we hit 50 in Rhinelander, 48 for Tomahawk, 52 for Merrill. So you get the idea. A very cool day for us today. We'll do it all over again tomorrow before we start to recover a bit on Thursday into Friday. But look at the temperatures outside right now. It's already 44 in Anago, 46 for Wausau, 44 for Arborvita. Many of us will get down into the low to mid 30s tonight. That will likely create some frost across our western counties, and then for all of us getting in here tomorrow evening. So for tonight, the frost advisory is for Iron, Ashland, and Price counties. However, any of us could see some frost this evening. And then tomorrow, this will likely expand in coverage, include most of us, especially north or along and north of Highway 8 into tomorrow evening, as we have one more cold night ahead of this one. And then going forward, so 51 tomorrow, okay, we got to do it, right? 62 for us on Thursday, and then mid-60s for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, followed by, that's a 71 back in the forecast for Tuesday, but that's a long ways away. A lot can change until then. We are generally in a cool trend right now that won't break anytime soon. Okay, looking outside now, you can see lots of rain showers across the state. This is largely mist the Northwoods all day long today and last night too. There are a couple of showers in here right now, nothing heavy at all. This will linger for a couple more hours tonight, and probably another wave come through early tomorrow morning, and then we start clearing out throughout the afternoon tomorrow and probably get some sunshine in here most likely on Thursday and Friday. The big system, though, is still way back over here to the west of us. Denver is getting hammered right now with heavy snow. Keep in mind, just 3 days ago, they were 101 degrees, and they're getting heavy snow out there right now. Rainfall for us, though. So again, if you're south of Highway 8, you're not gonna you'll get some rain, but not a lot of it. North of that, probably just a sprinkle or two. The rain's kind of fallen apart on us the last couple of days, and that'll likely be the case tonight and tomorrow. Your forecast then for tonight, though, is clouds and cool temperatures. So some rain out there, and then the areas of frost. That's a big deal because the crops aren't ready for this. Your plants aren't ready for this. Cover them if you can. Look for low temperatures down near 38, kind of generally across the area, with some cooler temperatures than that off to the west of us. All right, so here we go for tomorrow. So cloudy and cool, most likely some rain showers early in the morning, and then maybe even some clearing late in the day. That's going to be a stretch, though, but the rain should end by midday or so. High temperatures near 51 tomorrow, and a northeast breeze around 5. That'll likely be a new record cold high temperature again. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows tomorrow is the goofy day with a good chance for rain showers, a high of 51 and a low of 33 area-wide tomorrow evening. Thursday 62 and sunny, Friday 65 and sunny, looking good, right? But then here comes the weekend again. A good chance for showers back in the forecast now for us on Saturday with high temperatures over the weekend in the low 60s. Justin?
Thanks, Jeff. Meanwhile, as temperatures begin to change, health officials are urging folks to prepare for the upcoming flu season. Newswatch 12's Megan Mamlock reports.
Fall is here, and the CDC recommends everyone 6 months or older get their flu vaccine, preferably by the end of October.
At this point, we do not know how coronavirus and the flu will work together this flu season. We do know that there is a chance that you could be co-infected with the two, so we definitely recommend getting your flu shot to reduce that chance.
The CDC says people at higher risk are young children, seniors over the age of 65, pregnant women, and people with certain chronic health conditions. Logan says the strain of the flu changes every year, so it's important to get a flu shot every year starting when you're young.
So children can start getting the flu shot as soon as they're 6 months old, and then that continues yearly through adulthood. They are not required, however, it is highly recommended that they do, just because it's very easily passed from one person to the next.
People we talk to are split on whether they will be getting the shot this year.
I always get my flu shot. I've been doing it for a long, long time, and it's helped.
I guess I'm just worried with them not knowing exactly what COVID is and how it reacts and what happens. If anything is put into your body, it could be something that triggers that, in my opinion.
Health officials say some tips to avoid getting the flu include covering your coughs and sneezes, washing your hands frequently with soap and water, avoid touching your mouth, nose, or eyes, and clean and disinfect surfaces and objects that may be contaminated with viruses that cause the flu. Symptoms include fever, cough, sore throat, runny or stuffy nose, body aches, headache, chills, and fatigue.
That's Megan Mamlock reporting. Health officials say you can get your flu shot through the primary care doctor or most pharmacies. The Milwaukee Bucks championship dreams are now done for this season. We'll recap tonight's season-ending loss to the Heat after the break. But first, here's tonight's Job Watch.
The chief actuary of the Social Security Administration just released an analysis of Trump's planned cuts to Social Security. Under Trump's plan, Social Security would become permanently depleted by the middle of calendar year 2023. If Trump gets his way, Social Security benefits will run out in just 3 years from now. Don't let it happen. Joe Biden will protect Social Security.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Carpet City.
Come to Carpet City Flooring Center and get the toughest flooring in the industry at the lowest prices of the year, where they're in stock and on sale. Rigid Max flooring is extremely durable, low maintenance, waterproof, and easy to install. Come see why builders and designers choose Carpet City Flooring Center for their flooring needs, with the lowest prices guaranteed, where it's in stock and on sale. Request your free estimate today at carpetcitywy.com.
Our prices will floor you.
Hi, my name is Betty. I had taken a fall in November and, unbeknownst to me, got a horrible whiplash. Dr. Scher was the first one to tell me, well, you know, Betty, you've got 2 bulging discs and a pinched nerve. So I signed up with Dr. Scher. It worked. It worked. I mean, I now have full range of motion. It was life-changing. I don't have any pain.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery, just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
Coming up on your Wednesday, we'll hear from a financial expert about how you can save on your grocery spending.
And more rain chances are in the forecast, but also some sunshine and some clouds and a little warm up. More coming up on your Wednesday.
The Bucks season could potentially come to a screeching halt tonight. Down 3-1 against the Miami Heat, the Bucks had to win. Oh, and they didn't have Giannis. Giannis ruled out of today's game with a right ankle injury. We're going to go into the third quarter here. Chris Middleton's going to be on the fast break. He's going to hit them with that Euro step layup, but can't get it. But Dante DiVincenzo with the putback dunk. Bucks are only down 1. But now in the fourth quarter, Tyler Hero is only 20 years old and throwing dimes like this one to 36-year-old Andre Iguodala. A great dish, and Iggy showing that he can still get up. Heat by 9. Now Bucks down 7. Middleton with this mid-range jumper here to try and bring the Bucks back into this one. He finished with 23 points, but the Bucks still down 5. The Heat are just too much for the Bucks all series long. Jimmy Butler finds Goran Dragic here, and that's the dagger. The Bucks lose this one 103-94 and are now officially eliminated from the playoffs.
Man, we just played a 5-game series, had a heck of an effort tonight. The way the guys competed and played. Right now, we just had our season come to a conclusion and just got to digest that.
A tough way for the NBA's best team in the regular season to finish their postseason, but for Giannis, he hopes that the team can learn from this early exit.
Hopefully, we can learn from this and get better as a team and come back and hopefully we can build a culture in Milwaukee that for many years that we can come out here and compete every single year for the championship.
Giannis is set to become an unrestricted free agent at the end of the 2020-2021 season, but the Bucks hope to sign the Greek Freak to a supermax contract in the neighborhood of $250 million over 5 years. Brewers were in Detroit taking on the Tigers today. We're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. Brewers already down 4-0, and this is not going to help. Jorge Bonifacio with a single into right field. 2 runs are going to score, and the Tigers extend their lead to 6-0. Then in the 7th, it's going to get even worse. Jeimer Candelario is going to take this one to deep right field, and it is gone. A 2-run shot. The Brewers just didn't have it going tonight. They scored a few runs in the top of the 9th, but they lose this one 8-3, the final. Yesterday was officially the first day that high-risk sports were able to practice. This included sports like soccer, volleyball, and football. The Rhinelander football team did not practice yesterday and instead handed out equipment, so today was officially their first time practicing. It was a different feeling for sure, helmets with face shields, coaches wearing masks, but for those seniors, they were just thrilled to be out on the field.
I've heard a lot of kids talk about, well, we're wearing our face shields, we're wearing face masks, we're doing a bunch of different things. But I heard our seniors talk about today, we get to play. And that's the most important thing for them. And so for me, like I said, it feels like a dream come true. I get an opportunity to coach these guys again.
And while they are thrilled to be back out on the football field, they understand that football isn't the most important thing right now. Of course, they want to win every game, but what they truly want is growth.
We're going to continue to show growth in multiple things, whether that's on the field, just a regular human being, a citizen, somebody in the classroom, and a brother and sister. We're going to do the best we can to be the best people we can, and that's what our seniors have set out to do for this season.
The team will be able to scrimmage other teams next week. Then 2 weeks from now, they will be able to play their first official game of the season. And that's all I have for you in sports tonight. Justin?
Thanks, Griffin. School funding is a tough issue as teachers put more and more of their own resources into teaching. We'll show you how one local organization is trying to help with that after the break.
It's the final days of the Ford Summer Sales Event. Time's running out to buy America's best-selling brand with our best deals of the summer. Get great offers across the Ford lineup. Shop online or in person. But hurry while selection is best. The Ford Summer Sales Event ends September 8th. Choose FlexBuy and get Fusion with 0% financing for 66 months plus $3,000 bonus cash, or lease one for just $199.
Huge online auction includes 500 firearms, collector boats, restored cars, antiques, ammo, gas pumps, clocks, tools, and much more. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
Yeah, well, look what I did this weekend, huh?
Your weekends brought to you by American Marine and Motorsports in Shawano and Evinrude Motors. We have more boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else in Wisconsin. Check them out in the largest showroom in the USA. Buy or trade into a new boat and get out on the water today, and we'll give you the best deal, guaranteed by at least $500. Get the most out of your weekends with Evinrude Motors and American Marine and Motorsports Shawano.
Long have our ancestors debated, taco or quesadilla.
Now, Taco John's has finally found the answer. Both. Introducing the Chicken Quesadilla Taco. A taco made with a cheesy quesadilla shell filled with grilled all-white meat chicken and chipotle sauce. And now you can get 2 of them for just $5. History and tacos made. Taco John's. From ching! Bigger, bolder, better.
At WJFW, our Newswatch 12 News team works around the clock to bring you the news that matters most of all to the North Woods. Our team is committed to the community and ensuring that you are as informed as possible. NBC Newswatch 12, news from where you live.
Need life insurance? SelectQuote found Jacob, 40, a $500,000 policy for only $19 a month. And SelectQuote found his wife Wendy, a $500,000 policy for only $17 a month.
Our secret? At SelectQuote, we aggressively comparison shop up to 10 highly rated companies to find you the company with the best rates. Why pay more? Give your family the security they need at a price you can afford. SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
School funding is always a hot topic issue, but one local foundation wants to make sure teachers aren't being left out. Newswatch 12 Sierra Whaley has more.
The Community Foundation of North Central Wisconsin is granting teachers $25,000 each year. Program Officer Sue Nelson says they're honored to help out teachers in school programs. However, with different challenges to face this school year, it's vital to show support.
Our schools are filled with innovative teachers. They've been challenged this year because of virtual school, in-class school. There's so many things that have been up in the air for them.
The Community Foundation has been funding teachers for 23 years. They're looking to bring more supplies to school departments lacking funding, but their main focus is to acknowledge creativity.
Award creative teaching. It's a way to get funding into the hands of teachers who have an idea that they want to bring into their classroom, that they might not be able to find funding in other areas.
Nelson understands many teachers reach into their own savings to produce their ideas for students.
Obviously, school budgets are tight, and oftentimes teachers will pull that money out of their own pocket to make programs happen for their students.
The foundation funds software enhancements for school planetariums, STEM programming, papermaking, and even robotics. Teachers can apply on their website or contact Nelson directly. The foundation wants school districts to know they are there to support the future.
We know that education is important. We know that teachers are working really hard. We know that they're creative. We know that they're innovative. We want to provide them with funding to help them make education fun for their kids, even in these challenging times.
That's Sierra Whaley reporting. We're back with one final look at your forecast after the break.
North Star Mohican Casino Resort, where there's more action, fun, entertainment, and rewards.
Strains, sprains, and fractures can happen at any time. To save you time and money, visit one of Bone & Joint's walk-in care locations. Our orthopedic providers have experience treating injuries affecting bones, joints, and soft tissues. Bone & Joint Walk-in Care.
Huge online auction includes 500 firearms, collector boats, restored cars, antiques, ammo, gas pumps, clocks, tools, and much more. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
That's my grandma. She never gets to play with me much anymore. She's always pricking her fingers for her diabetes, and it hurts. Then she has to give herself shots with this big needle. I hate how sad she is now.
If you're living with diabetes, you know the pain of pricking your fingers over and over again, and the time it takes to manage your diabetes. How would you like to get your time back so you can do the things you love, like being with your grandchildren? By wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can reduce the pain of pricking your fingers and automatically have your insulin managed for you. If you're testing your blood sugar 4 or more times per day, injecting insulin 3 or more times per day, or using an insulin pump, call today. You could get a continuous glucose monitor system and a 30-day supply of sensors, often at little to no out-of-pocket expense, depending on your insurance. Next Gen Medical Supplies accepts Medicare and most private and commercial insurance plans. Shipping is always free.
At WJFW, our Newswatch 12 News team works around the clock to bring you the news that matters most of all to the North Woods. Our team is committed to the community and ensuring that you are as informed as possible. NBC Newswatch 12, news from where you live.
They may not have the capes, but they sure do have the powers.
And I'm going to prove it.
From business savvy.
This babe can't be bought. Look out, Oprah Winfrey. Here comes Sandra Club.
To street smarts.
You just had a smart idea. Not to be a lady tonight.
To eternal beauty.
I don't look a day over 41. What can I say?
They have the power to do it all. Watch the Wonder Women of Antenna TV.
Strains, sprains, and fractures can happen at any time. To save you time and money, visit one of Bone & Joint's walk-in care locations. Our orthopedic providers have experience treating injuries affecting bones, joints, and soft tissues. Bone & Joint Walk-in Care.
Hi, I'm Dean Hoger with Miracle Ear of Rhinelander. If you're struggling to hear your favorite news and entertainment shows, stop in and see me for a free hearing test.
All right, buddy, temperatures are hanging out in the 40s mostly across the area now. We'll have some lows in the 30s and also a frost advisory tonight for Iron, Ashland, and Price counties. Tomorrow night, though, that could be all of us, as we'll have lows tomorrow night down in the low 30s. Lots of rain showers out there now. However, they're very light rain showers. They'll get out of here tonight. We could see a few more hours of light rain showers tomorrow morning, followed by some clearing through the afternoon. But still cool tomorrow, 51, and then Thursday and Friday, sunshine, 60s. The weekend kind of mixed bag right now. Saturday, rain showers, but 60s back over the weekend.
Yeah, that forecast looks more realistic for this time of year. We're getting there. Thanks, Jeff. Thank you for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 10. The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon is next.